Hello, welcome to our channel. Doctors Karen and Matilda here. We hope you're having a wonderful day, and we're about to drop another clip about a burning question on academic writing. We went through this journey and we're happy to share our experiences with you, along with popular questions on academic writing that is featured online. The one we're going to deal with in this clip is, does academic writing requires concentration and comprehension? Good question. Whoever asked this question, I applaud them. It never occurred to me in my student day to ask this question. The answer? Yes, it does. It requires concentration and comprehension. And we're going to take a brief look at it. Academic writing is not just about throwing ideas on paper. It's about the readers and writers' ability to engage with academic papers critically. And what I mean by that, there are some strategies you use as you go through the readings. Your preliminary readings, the readings you selected to use within your paper to add to the academic credibility of your paper. In a previous clip, we talked about credibility being king, and part of that is peer-reviewed articles and textbooks. So academic writing, it's I like to think of it as a twine. You you have a series of threads of different color, and you're spinning them around to make one lovely, beautiful, multicolored one, a new one. So you're taking old information, creating a new version of it, maybe a prettier version, an updated version of it. There's some steps you should do before you even think about doing your background work. And I always share this with my students. And I've learned to take my own advice too. Where you read through the course outline and particularly to see where your assignment falls, because that will help you to know the readings that support your lectures, what the professor said about that topic on that day, and some of the recommended readings and experiments out there that will help to substantiate your paper. The next step is to know your assignment requirements. Familiarize yourself with that. It's a very important step. As a marker, I've seen essays that went way out of the umbrella of the topic simply because the student writing it failed to read and reread the requirements. And the third step, and probably the most important of the steps, is to create a plan of research approach. Put pen to paper or whatever instrument you're familiar with and comfortable using, be it a tablet or so on. Write out your plan. So when you start doing your background work, you already in your head have some steps that you know you're going to pursue before you start writing a paper. And likely those steps are important because they're going to make the formation of your essay a very good one. Okay, so I did a table today. It's a little different to what we did before. So one of the things that I have used both as a student and as a trainer and lecturer is skimming and scanning materials for suitability. Now, what do I mean by that? There are lots of topics out there, and on Google Scholar, there are probably close to a billion writings by now. But some of them, they're outdated. Some of them, they may have the right title, wrong article. And you have to decide, and this is where your plan comes in. If I'm writing a 2000, 2005 words article or essay, I will need some supporting research, maybe 10 of them. So I have to look for the best 10. Uh, so you skim and scan about 50 articles to get the best 10, particularly if they're in the last 10 years. That's even better because they're going to be far more updated. Using the function key to find keywords. Keywords, they're king, they're the boss because it helps you to zero in on articles that are relevant to the topic you're doing. So it's important to keep those keywords in the forefront of your background work. And you use the search and find feature on your computer. And they're helping tools such as text to speech. You can listen to an article while you do something else. And they're ones where you can talk your ideas. So that'll be speech to text. You can speak your ideas out because you generally speak faster than you would write. And so there's a chance to not lose your ideas for your essay. And comprehension. To quickly comprehend information in large articles or book chapters, one of the things that help me is to create a few guiding questions to answer as you read. So, for example, I would take the requirements and turn them into questions. So, I'm reading through the article to see if those questions are being answered. Then you create a table of the information you pulled out from the articles because you're not using the entire article. And you can do a table in Word or in Excel. And another one I'm going to put here is break up your reading into mini chunks. So if you have a 120-page article or a 75 pages article, you read 10 pages uh, in chunks and throughout the day. So you have that paper broken up into chunks, into little parts, so you don't feel overburdened reading the article. So I hope you find these tips and strategies helpful, and we have found them helpful, and I hope you do too. In our next clip, we'll be answering viewers' questions, so remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and happy writing. Bye for now.